Hello everyone. So now we will be discussing about one of the leading sunscreens from the house of Aakaar known as TUBELiTE AkneSkreen, which is highly specialized for acne. So before we go in detail about that particular product, we need to understand about what is actually acne and what are the reasons for the acne generation. So acne is actually a very common skin condition nowadays that is actually causing pimples. So it is actually the presence of blackheads, whiteheads, and other lot of types of pimples on the skin. So the most common breakouts where you see on your the major areas where you see the common breakouts are actually the face, chest, shoulders, and the back region of a human body. So this is a very common skin condition that people have to undergo or they have to face this acne breakouts on their face or on their chest or on their shoulders and back. So what are actually the different types of acne? We need to understand what are the different types of acne. There is inflammatory acne and there are also non-inflammatory acnes. So non-inflammatory acnes are those acnes which generally don't cause any swelling. That means there is no red or swollen part. They are known as the non-inflammatory acnes, and the types are basically blackheads and whiteheads, which is very common on people's face. Then we have another type of acne called the inflammatory acne. That is those acne, those pimples that are very red and swollen in color. So they are referred to be as the inflammatory acne, and the different types of inflammatory acne includes papules, pustules, nodules, and cysts. So under non-inflammatory acne, we have got blackheads. So blackheads are those comedones that are very open at the surface of the skin. They are not closed, they are open. And they are filled with lot of excess oil and impurities and dead skin cells. And blackheads is very much visible on people's face. Then there are whiteheads also under non-inflammatory acne. Those are the comedones that are staying closed at the surface of skin. This happens when oil or the dead skin cells or the impurities prevent clogged hair follicles, which is basically the comedones, from opening. They're completely blocked or they're completely closed at the surface of skin. So such non-inflammatory acnes are known as whiteheads. So what do you understand by comedones? Comedones are basically the acnes, or it's a hair follicle that is becoming infused or clogged with a lot of oil and impurities and dead skin cells. And these comedones, that is the plural of comedo, the comedones can develop into a lot of whiteheads and blackheads. So under inflammatory acne, like I've explained, inflammatory acne are those acne which are very red and swollen in color. So under inflammatory, we have papules, we have pustules, we have nodules, we have cysts. So now we need to understand one by one, like what is actually papule or what is actually pustules, nodules, and cysts. So papules are occurring when the walls which are surrounding the acne or the pores will actually break down from severe inflammation happening. So when such papules occur when walls are breaking down, this results in very hard and clogged pores that are very tender to touch. So how can you identify a papule is that usually the skin which is surrounding these pores, which are around these pores, will be usually pink in color. This is how you understand, okay, if a person is having such acne and like it is papule. Then we have pustules. Pustules occur when walls around the pores or acne break down and they're filled with pus. When you observe some people's face, acne is filled with so much pus. They're actually pustules coming under inflammatory acne. Then we have got another category called the nodules. Nodules occur when the clogged or the oil-filled pores or with the dead skin say enter further irritation and they grow larger and larger in size. So they're deeper underneath the skin. Then you understand when you see the size of the acne, it is a nodule. Cysts can develop when pores are clogged by, they are together by a combination of bacteria, sebum, dead cells, impurities, everything will come together. Cyst can develop actually. So these are actually the different categories of acne under under inflammatory acne. So under non-inflammatory, we said we have blackheads and whiteheads, and under inflammatory acne, we have spoken about papules, pustules, nodules, and cysts. Now we need to understand. Now we've explained about the different category or the different types of acne, but how does this acne comes? What is the reason for such acne generation, or what is the mechanism of these acne generation, which we'll understand in the next slide. So now let's understand what are the different ways through which acne is getting generated on a person's face. First phase, we will see the activation of the sebaceous gland with the male hormones. We know when there is activation of the male hormone called the testosterone, or when usually now people eat a lot of spicy food or fat diet or junk food, or when women undergo menstruation period, or when male or female both are undergoing some mental stress, there will be sebaceous gland activation. So when sebaceous gland activation happens in a larger mode, there will be too much hypersecretion of sebum happening. When hypersecretion of sebum happens, there will be open comedones. Open comedones, like we've already explained about white, about the blackheads, like they are opened at the surface of skin. They are known as the open comedones, like we've already explained about it. So when there is activation of these male hormone testosterone, or when women have menstruation period, or when people eat a lot of spicy, oily food or junk food, or when they're having a completely lack of nutrition, or when they're having a fat diet, or people are having some mental stress, there will be sebaceous gland activation and there will be too much secretion of sebum through which acne comes. And another way of acne generation is the blockade of pore with peeling disorder. This is also when there is activation of male hormone like testosterone, when we are exposed to too much ultraviolet radiations, or when there is some physical mechanical irritation happening, there will be some disorder of peeling. There will be hyperkeratinization. Hyperkeratinization means there is some abnormality in the shedding of the skin. We knew that after a point of time, new skin always comes and dead skin cells will be thrown out. So when there is a disorder happening in the shedding of skin or in the peeling phase, there will be anaerobic condition for the comedones or for the hair follicles present on the skin. When there is lack of oxygen, when there is an anaerobic condition for hair follicles, again there will be sebum accumulation happening and acne, closed comedones will come on the skin surface. Then let's see the another one phase of acne generation, which is the inflammation by the acne bacteria. Like we have already discussed that when there is an anaerobic condition for hair follicles, when there is lack of oxygen for the hair follicles present on skin surface, there will be accumulation of sebum and there will be some acne bacteria coming. Such bacteria are called the propionibacterium, and they produce some acnes called P. acnes, that is Propionibacterium acnes. So that when there is an overall a growth of acne bacteria and they produce such P. acnes, huge inflammation comes on skin. That is inflammatory acnes, like we have explained about pustule, nodule, cyst, and everything. So this happens when there is a lot of P. acnes generated by the Propionibacterium. Another phase of acne generation is when there is huge growth of acne bacteria, and again people are having so much stress going on. There is chronic inflammation happening. There will be some immune activation towards this, and overall there will be destruction of the hair follicles, and there will be huge chronic inflammation, or that huge acne reddish in color will come on your skin. So these are the different phases or the mechanism of the acne generation. Now we have got a wonderful sunscreen with us, which can actually give solution towards acne control also and towards the ultraviolet radiation as well. So presenting before you TUBELiTE AkneSkreen, which is a customized sunscreen designed for acne. This is not only for the anti-pollution, anti-aging, but it's also control the huge acne coming on your skin. Like we have already explained, like sebum hypersecretion is a major reason for acne generation. When there is reasons of activation of sebaceous gland and when there is too much excess sebum has been produced, the acne comes on your face. So we have a wonderful ingredient in TUBELiTE AkneSkreen called acnesidol, which can actually control the sebum secretion. It has got wonderful antibacterial properties which helps in limiting such bacterial germs like propionibacteriums, which causes P. acnes. So it has a major role of controlling it. Acnesidol has a major role of controlling such sebum secretion so that such P. acnes or the inflammatory acnes does not comes on your face. Along with acnesidol for the controlling of acne, we have other beautiful ingredients which can help your skin against the ultraviolet radiation. We have got Uvinule A+, which give protection against the UVA radiation, which has a special benefit of prevention of premature skin aging and skin damage. Then we have UVaSorb HEB, which gives protection against the UVB radiation. Then we have Tinosorb, which act against both UVA and UVB radiation. It's a better cutaneous protection with spectral filters of broader action. Then we have Xano 10 Plus, again for UVA, UVB, and also blue light. So blue light is one of the major concern right now because blue light usually comes from the electronic devices like mobiles, from laptops, which everybody is using into their day-to-day life. So Xano has a major benefit of giving protection against the UVA, UVB, blue light. Then we have Usolux again against UV and UVB, and Ictoin is there, which give protection against every kind of radiation, like whether it's UVA, whether it's UVB, whether it's infrared, whether it's blue light. So it is forming a shell around your skin. It providing defense from all the kind of ultraviolet rays, infrared rays, blue light, pollutants, and everything. Along with acne control and ultraviolet radiation protection, we have got OleoQ, a major part of TUBELiTE AkneSkreen, which is for moisturizing and skin barrier repair. So under OleoQ, we have got Laminaria digitata extract, ceramide 123462, and cetyl PG hydroxyethyl palmitamide. So all these three ingredients together makes OleoQ, which is an excellent moisturizing ingredient. So it helps in excellent moisturizing and skin soothing properties. It reduces the dryness. It fights against the free radicals. It becomes an antioxidant. It maintains the water permeability barrier function so that your skin does not get into a dry mode. Your skin always be in a very smoothy texture by giving excellent moisturizing. It improves always the moisture retaining ability. So along with acnesidol, along with the ingredients for ultraviolet radiation protection, this ingredient has also got some ingredients like OleoQ for excellent moisturizing and skin barrier repair. So TUBELiTE AkneSkreen overall give the benefits of anti-photo, anti-pollution, barrier repair, and acne control. So this is all about TUBELiTE AkneSkreen. Thank you.